Hello, hello, continuous liners. This is Meagan Burns coming to you live from the streets of San Francisco. Yeah, I'm here on this chilly morning. I am in North Beach. I am again at Cafe Greco. You know why? Because they have outdoor seating and they have, look, there's the church that I've drawn 3 million times. Can you see the pyramid? The pyramid would be right about there, the Trans-American. And then here's Cafe Greco. And I'm here early enough where I was able to get a table of my liking, which is out. I'm in the corner. Here, let me show you why. Because I'm in the corner. It's always good when you're doing live broadcasts to be in the corner and to have my back to people. You know, being from Chicago, it's not good to have your back to people because that's how you get shot. I am in America. I have to think about these things, right? People get shot. People get shot everywhere, right? I'm not going to start this live stream off with gun violence, okay? Now, political violence, there's another thing we need to talk about. So it is Friday morning, January 17th day of our Coffee Sketch 2025, and I hope that you are loving it. I am hoping that you are. I am loving it. You know what I'm loving is that I'm incorporating it with my whole San Francisco urban sketching thing, right? So I've got, and I know I have to catch up a little bit. I've been running around like a chicken, and so, but yeah, I'm filling up my sketchbook with all kinds of coffee sketches, and I'm really just having a ball with it. I'm doing other sketching too, of course, right? And workshops. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I am going full steam over here. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So here, Friday morning, look, I just got my beautiful Cafe Greco latte. Oh. You know, sometimes you just have to stop and smell the street traffic, the roses, and the lattes, right? Really, because I'm a big fan of encouraging drinking your coffee in a cup. We all have to get the to-go cups. It's just the way life is designed these days. Go, 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 right? And sometimes you got to get the to-go cup if you want a coffee. But when you can, I highly recommend doing this ensemble because it is just, oh, he's looking at me. Or was that a she? I get in trouble here. I got to be careful with that. I can't assume anyone's a he or a she or a they or a them. I just got to kind of say that general direction. I almost called two people gentlemen because my first hunch was that they were men. And right as I was about to say it, I was like, you don't know that for sure, so stop it right there. I think there's a lot of political conversations, and one of them is that the woke is too woke. And first of all, go F yourselves, all you MAGA idiots. I mean, honestly, you're just all so ridiculous, and you're all so ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing to be an American and have this whole MAGA takeover. It is embarrassing. And I know there's a few MAGAs in this group. I know exactly who you are, and I am embarrassed for you. Oh my God. 3 sips of coffee and I'm high as a kite and telling MAGAs off. Hey, well, I am considering a move back to San Francisco here, and I'm weighing all my options, and I've had some pretty good things presented to me, right? And so I'm looking at my country with, well, I always look at my country with funny eyes. It's a funny country, right? There, you get the whole, these are the famed El Greco tables right here. And I can't believe I'm the only one. And in fact, if you've been in my Zoom group for a while, we have drawn these tables a number of times, right? So here they are in all their glory, and they're empty. Even the outside thing. It's still kind of early. But yeah, so I'm looking at America with different eyes. I feel like I need to be of service to my country, and in the sense of showing people and encouraging people, encouraging people to draw as a form of not losing their minds. Hey, imagine. Having lost my mind plenty of times, I think if you get to a certain age, if you haven't lost your mind a good number of times, you haven't truly lived. I have lost my mind a number of times. In fact, no joke, I was hospitalized for it back in my youth when I really had no way to process or support the things that were going on for me, right? I really was like, I feel like that was a time when you really don't ask, don't tell. And not that I was struggling with being gay, I was just struggling with being me and not being insane. And, so it was a pretty painful youth in many ways because I really struggled with just being me. And I'm not blaming my parents, but they were not equipped at all. At all. I mean, they had their own mountains to climb. And so together we all failed. We all never well, I mean, I'm going to speak for myself. I feel like I got through it, right? I was able to get myself some help, and there were people who helped me, right? I had some help along the way, and that's a very big thing when I didn't have, and I never really had the support of my family in anything. And I'm not boo-hooing that, but literally I don't really have any family that is around at all. And so when you find yourself in a situation like that, you have to go create relationships where you can, right? And I'm not really good girlfriend material. Okay, wait, let's go down the rundown. I'm not good girlfriend material. I'm not good employee material. And what else? I'm not good, I can't even think of anything else. And what I mean by that, oh, hi, cutie. Hello. Happy little silly puppy. In that I'm not a good employee. It's like, I don't want to sit in a cubicle. I am not a cubicle kind of gal. I did that in my youth in Chicago. I had to, even when I lived here in San Francisco, I was working for some corporate clients, and I had to sit in the cubicle with the bad lighting. I had to be there on time and leave never. You always had to stay late. You were always expected to stay late, like endlessly, but you had to be there on time. For God forbid you were late, right? So that in that sense, I work very hard. I just am not the 9-to-5 grind, and I know a lot of people aren't, especially now, right? Everything's been changed. But I have never been like that. And when I say I'm not good girlfriend material, I really don't have time to wait on someone or tend to their needs or really care at all what they're doing because I'm busy. And I know this about myself, right? There's a season to all of our lives, right? There's a season for working, there's a season for resting, there's a season for tending to things, there's a season to healing, there's a season to growing, there's a season to learning, right? And I don't feel right now I'm in my season of exponential growth. In that I'm trying to catapult myself from a place. I've been in Mexico for a number of years. I'm from Chicago, but I've been in Mexico, and Mexico has been great. I love all the lessons and the opportunities, but it is time for me to be of service to my country, and I mean that seriously in the sense that I think that my message has gone as far as it can go in Mexico. I don't think people hear me there, right? But when people move to Mexico, they're kind of done with the whole, they're not really, they just kind of want to, I don't want to say ride off into the sunset because they're not all looking at death's door. But when people are retired, there's a whole different mindset, right? It's kind of like, I'm just going to do my thing, right? I'm just going to do my thing. And good for you doing your thing, but I'm just going to do my thing. Right? And so I feel like the message of my work, the message of my my method and curriculum of drawing is more like there's an interest in creativity and mindfulness at the same time where you're also very pressed for time, right? Because, I mean, San Francisco is like, maybe not so much anymore, but, oh, bye. But it is absolutely a city that just go, go, go. I mean, when I stand in line for my coffee, when I get a coffee to go, I hear everyone around me with the, there's a lot of heavy sighs. There's a lot of heavy sighs, right? And a lot of that I would imagine, I don't know people's personal lives, but there is the crush of financial obligation, which is a real issue here, right? The crush of financial obligation, because, do I want that $30 sandwich or that $8 latte, or can I just make it at home? And do I have any food at home? I mean, maybe it's not that tragic for a lot of people, but because people earn more money here, obviously everything is expensive here, but that doesn't take away from the fact that even if you're making hordes of money, just how the cost of living has gone up everywhere, right? And so it just adds a stress. It adds a stress when everything costs a little bit more money. I mean, in Mexico things cost more money too, and everyone thinks, oh, it's so cheap there. Well, it used to be, but it isn't anymore, right? And so, let's be honest, when things are more expensive, it's not as fun. It's not as fun. Those, $3 tacos are not as fun when they're $12. And that's still a manageable price for some, right? Maybe not for all. But, just when things are more expensive, they're just not as fun, right? So that's like one level of, non-funness, right? But there's a lot of levels of non-funness. Did I just make up a new word? Yeah, when you think about what is happening politically in the United States with this idiot coming in next week, and everyone has just handed him the keys to everything, and he's bringing in all these drunken, perverted, horrendous people that he's just giving these high-level jobs to, right? Who have access to great power, money, and ways to manipulate in their fascist desires, right? So it's kind of scary what we're looking at here. I mean, the mega idiots are like, woohoo, the cost of eggs. Yeah, right. Are you that dumb? Are you really that dumb? I think mega is really that dumb. They're all just so drunk on orange Kool-Aid and lies. And the Apprentice. Do you remember when The Apprentice was on? I remember when The Apprentice was on. I was living right by Wrigley Field in Chicago, and I was working downtown at the Merchandise Mart. And I remember coming home in the evenings, because I had to work late, because everyone has to work late, and my roommate would be watching The Apprentice, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you watching? And she's like, oh, it's really funny, it's Donald Trump, and he's like the boss. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? And I never understood that whole Apprentice thing, that whole image of him, money, 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 money. It's all in a, yeah, he's got lots of money and people keep giving him money, but he's been in diapers for decades, and he poops his pants, and all he does is lie, and he hates anyone who's not white. He's got some idiot, token black people, token gay people, but he's got a very dangerous agenda, and here he is back. So what are you going to do to prepare for the return of a nightmare? The return of a nightmare who has big plans to turn our country into a fascist. Really, I'm hoping that checks and balances will keep him in line. But I don't know. Everything seems to have gone sideways. So who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows? So All right, enough dwelling on all the problems of the world. What are you going to do to prepare? This is our last Friday of like freedom. And then it's over, man. It's over. Fall in line. What are you going to do to prepare? Well, this is where my personal thing is, like, I feel like I need to come back and be of service to my country, and then I want to help people to have their own drawing practice so that it helps them be able to manage the stress a little bit. And like some would say, what the hell are you talking about, Meagan? Yeah, it's kind of woo-woo, right? Like, yeah, drawing is cool and drawing is fun and urban sketching is cool and fun. It's great to go out and see some locations. But even just in the wee hours of the night or the smalls of the morning when you're just kind of feeling discombobulated from, you look at the news and you go, oh my God, or you just read Threads or whatever is no more TikTok, right? Something else will come up right behind it, right? Something else. That energy has to find a place to go, and it will. You can't just ban something and expect, this is a whole MAGA thing. You just ban things and cancel things, and then they cry about banning things and canceling them. Anyways, so things will find places to rear its head, right? So I just really think and suggest that everyone should have a drawing practice, not just because I teach drawing and I have classes and workshops, although imagine that, but because of my own experience, I know firsthand how much it has helped me, how much it has. When I moved to Mexico City by myself in the pandemic with my 2 dogs, I was like, I was safe and it was good. I had a cute little apartment, the whole deal. But it was a little freaky, right? Pandemic days, man. Everything, no matter where you were, it was freaky. Freaky, right? And Mexico City wasn't, it was shut down in some ways, like more just for the restaurants, but everyone else was still working, right? So it was crowded, but it didn't have that celebration like it. Life in, I'm going to say Mexico City, not San Miguel. Life in Mexico City, there's like a joy, there's a festiveness to, and not for everyone and not every day, but just how much you can be outside and eat outside and drink outside and cafes outside and dog parks. You don't have that in San Miguel, which was always drove me crazy, that there's just everyone's in a box, right? I don't do well in boxes. Historically, I don't do well in cubicles or boxes or anything like that. By the way, I don't want to be buried in a casket either. I don't want to be put in a box. Anyways, how did I get talking about how to bury me when I die? So that was a big part of my drawing career, is going to Mexico City and just like being completely overwhelmed and a little freaked out and just saying, you know what, who cares? Just put your damn pen down and draw. Put your pen down and draw. Put your pen down and draw. Don't worry if you can't draw. Who cares? And I would get so lost in my lines, and I would feel better. I would, like at the end of it, sitting in the middle of the chaos like I am right now. This is why when I do my live streams, I don't do it in the house. I do it out on the street, because there is a gift to be able to manage drawing out in public. And it's hard, right? Some people have done that during the coffee sketch. It is no small task to get yourself out on the street and make art, right? And so I'm drawing lines, right? I'm drawing my lines, but I'm also talking at a level that makes people look at me and go, what is that freak doing, right? She's one of those TikTokers. She'll probably be dancing a choreographed dance here soon. I promise you I will not be dancing TikTok style. Or Instagram style, whatever it is, right? Because I am speaking in my indoor voice to no one. I am speaking to you, but to the outside world, it looks like I'm sitting here by myself having a conversation. And here's what I'm here to tell you, is that everyone that's out here and like maybe sees me doing this, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know why? Most of these people have little white birds in their ears, and they too are talking at their indoor voice. So literally, and I'm just going to speak to the United States of America right now, or maybe I'll just speak to San Francisco. Everyone looks insane, and nobody cares because everyone is walking around talking at full volume to no one except they have little white birds in their ears, right? So it looks like everyone is insane, and I'm right there too. I am just as insane. I'm sitting here, I'm not walking, I'm talking, and on top of that, I'm drawing lines. And why am I drawing the lines? Well, the drawing lines are my morning pages. Even just, I know the idea behind morning pages is to get the junk out of your head. And, well, hello. Hey. Hi, cutie. Oh, what a cutie. Hi. No, I don't have any food. Sorry. Hey. Thanks. See, I gotta stop and pet the dog. You gotta pet the dog, because if you don't pet the dog, you could go insane. Then you're gonna look like everyone else walking around town who looks bonkers, right? We're all bonkers, right? We are all bonkers. So do what you can to save yourself. Draw the thing, whatever you gotta do, like do the thing, whatever you gotta do the thing to don't go bonkers, because we are all gonna be tested. Even these MAGAs who think they've just hit the jackpot and are gonna get all their dreams come true. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it, right? But in the meantime, it's going to be ugly, right? So do what you can to save yourself. Honestly, people, if you're not drawing, well, start drawing. If you want to be a bike rider, be a bike rider. If you want to plant a garden, plant a garden. If you want to write a book, write your book. I know a number of people who have said to me over the years, I have an idea for a book. And you know what? It's very hard to get started. I'm not saying look at me, I've written a book. And I've never even mentioned it, but I have written a book, and I haven't done anything with it, but it was really hard. It was really hard to figure out where to start and how to start. But you know what can help is the whole ChatGPT, because the ChatGPT, which I happen to teach a course on, it can help organize your thoughts and present a structure to get anything done. Oh, I want to write a memoir. I want to work through the belief that my mother hates me. I did that years ago. I want to learn a new language. I've been a watercolorist, and I want to be an oil painter. What do I need to do? So we have tools that can help our minds be at ease and have a plan forward, because I think the confusion and the chaos is a big part of how these big institutions want us to be. They want us to be confused, overwhelmed, fat, sick, lazy, because then we're at their whims, right? We'll do whatever they say. Don't fall into that. Look at all these MAGA idiots who are kissing the ring and bending the knee. Oh my God, it's just insane, right? So protect your mind, protect your health. We're going into something here, aren't we? For sure. Protect yourself. Stay creative. Keep your hands. What is that whole thing? Chop wood, carry water. Chop wood, carry water. Touch the grass, right? Keep doing all that stuff, because it's gonna get weird. It's already weird, right? And so I'm gonna finish big with a heart, because that's another thing. Stay in the green energy, stay in the love, right? Remember, everyone is struggling with something, right? Everyone's having a hard time with something, right? It may look good on social media because everyone, even me, I'm posting all the pretty pictures. And then, by the way, my friend Sheila said, "Oh, you're having too much fun." Can I just say that is something that has always, first of all, I don't like that sort of statement, because it implies that I'm not allowed to have fun. I literally worked round the clock through December in preparation for this trip, and I did everything I could so that I would have time to have free time here in San Francisco. to ride a bike, to go explore, to just to go to museums, right? And then to be told, oh, you're having too much fun. I'm going to see Sheila today, and I'm going to have a word with her, because that's not something that women say to me, especially women who are strong, who have built their own business. Don't knock a woman down by saying you're having too much fun. I worked for it, right? So anyways, I'm going to go easy on myself and easy on others, because she just meant it as a kind comment. And I took it, I got bent out of shape momentarily. It's all good. It's all fine. But yeah, I'm going to go easy on myself and go easy on others and finish big with a heart, because we're coming into Valentine's Day. So remember the love, go easy on yourself, prepare yourself for whatever the heck it is we're going into next week, right? Yeah, it's not going to be pretty, is it? I am going to finish my latte, my beautiful latte, and then I'm going to ride my bike over to back to the ferry building. I've spent almost every day at the ferry building, because first of all, they invited me over and to have a conversation, and that was very exciting. And I have a workshop there on Sunday, and I got some people coming in for the weekend who are attending the class, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then I'm having my other class on Tuesday, right across the street there, Locale Visitors Center, right? So I'm all prepared. Everyone has their materials that they need for this. And so, yeah, I'm just going to continue to prepare for this next era of our lives, which is pretty much guaranteed to be a circus. It already is a circus, and it will just continue to be a circus, right? So do what you can to keep your sanity, to save yourself, and if you're MAGA, yeah, enjoy the ride, sweetie. Enjoy the ride. I know who you are. I'll try not to threaten any more MAGAs in my live streams anymore. But honestly, I have zero patience or tolerance for anyone who's trying to... The fact that they're hiding the fact that they're MAGA, I mean, that says a lot, right? I mean, I think the Nazis had to do that too. Okay, everyone. I'm going to try to keep my head and not lose my cool, right? Don't lose my cool. Have a great day. Happy 17th day of the Coffee Sketch 2025. I'll see you next time. Bye.